Thanks for joining us on a beautiful Thursday in Eastern Kentucky in the viewing area. Glad to have you spending a little time with me this evening. And I'm so glad to be able to bring you our top story this evening, the groundbreaking ceremony earlier today for what will be the new Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center right here in Magoffin County. I look so forward to, in just a few moments, letting you hear from representatives of the facility and the company as to why they stayed here, what their plans are, showing you what this facility is going to look like and the investment that they are making. It is a truly wonderful story, a wonderful opportunity for us here in Magoffin County. Again, good news, and I'll get to that in just a few moments. And other headlines as well before I leave you on this gorgeous Friday evening, which is going to be on the chilly side before things are over. And in fact, we still have a freeze warning in effect from 2 a.m. to about 9 a.m. in the morning, so it is going to be cold. And I'll tell you about that in your updated 7-day, which has chopped a few degrees off the top in a few places and the bottom as well. Before we go to our local headlines this evening, I do want to confirm that police now believe that the human remains that were found in Martin County yesterday are believed to be that right now of a missing man who was last seen back in April. A hunter returning back from his venture coming in, found a human skull. Authorities were contacted. They cordoned off the area, conducted a search, and as I understand, personal effects, including a wallet and some other items which were identified by a family, indicates that they do believe that it was a man who's been missing again since April the 22nd, an Inez man identified as Jody Polly. Of course, entire scene and situation is still under investigation. Well, some good news for Eastern Kentucky. We're going to talk about flooding in a couple of our reports tonight. The following will be one. The other will be the lead-in to the Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation story and announcement today. But flooding that struck Pikeville, unprecedented flooding back in February, and pretty much destroyed a lot of homes and businesses. Not pretty much, it destroyed a number of homes and businesses, and especially in the Weddington Plaza. Well, that specific area of Pike County is going to see some investment and interest put into it. The governor announced this week that Weddington Plaza Partners, it's a limited liability corporation, has come together and they're investing about $6 million. They are going to completely renovate the Weddington Shopping Center, and they hope to as well be able to keep all of the 300 jobs that were a portion of that facility. The partners have spent about $1 million or so in preparations and making repairs, and they hope to have about half of this work, half of the Weddington Plaza, open within the year, and then the remainder within the next 3 years or so. And that is some good news for the Pike County area. A viewing area teenager, and I'm sure his family, I would imagine, consider him very fortunate to be alive after a serious auto accident late last night on 460 here in Magoffin County, and we'll pick up our local news with that story in just a moment. For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Frazier's Prater Drug Store, 349-3135.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Youth,
Experience.
Modern solutions to modern problems.
Proven solutions to legal problems.
An emerging face in the courtroom.
A known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, brake jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net. I would imagine that a local teenager and his family certainly consider him very fortunate to be alive after a serious auto accident last night, as the teenager was, as I understand, returning home to Johnson County from here in Magoffin. Magoffin Sheriff's Deputy Tyler Lafferty, who was among first on scene, told me just earlier this afternoon that he and Magoffin County Rescue Squad personnel, Patriot Ambulance, and other EMS were all responded to a single vehicle crash on New 460, just past the Joey Isaac Hill, if you will, or on top of it, actually. They found a vehicle which was traveling Johnson County bound or direction, operated by a teenager who was returning home, who told authorities that he remembers waking up and seeing them there trying to assist him from the accident, thinking he may have possibly fell asleep. The teenager was reportedly partially ejected through the windshield, partially trapped beneath his vehicle, but was alert, conscious, and talking, and was airlifted from the scene, a landing zone established in the middle of 460 and taken from there to the St. Mary's Hospital. My top story is coming up in just a few moments. The big announcement that I was thrilled to be just a part of and witness there too, and to be able to share it with you tonight. That's coming up in just a few seconds. While that is still on the ready, or getting ready, here's tonight's updated Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. That starts off with Trunk or Treat at the New Bethel Assembly of God, and that is this Saturday, 4 to 7. Come and join them. They've got chili dogs, nachos, popcorn, of course, sweet treats and games and all sorts of fun, and everyone is welcome. The New Bethel Assembly of God in Burning Fork invites you to their Trunk or Treat this weekend, this Saturday, from 4 to 7 o'clock. And don't forget, Halloween Town is open for business and frights and sights and a lot of fun, 7 days a week, 4 to 10 nightly at the Gardner Farm at the top of the Ivy Point Hill in Sayersville. Be sure to stay on the beaten path, so to speak, and watch for any trip hazards. It takes a lot of little wires and lights and things to keep everything as frightfully fun as it is at Halloween Town. The Beekeepers Association is meeting this Monday, 6 o'clock at the Extension Service with guest speaker Jim Koss. You want to learn more about beekeeping? Be there. Also, members, please bring a dessert, as they're planning on, of course, eating as well. The Magoffin County Health Department has a dementia community meeting coming up Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, 11:30 to 1. Your hostess, Kathy Hembry, invites you to come and be a part and learn more about how we can all share and learn together about living with and dealing with dementia. Share your calendar announcements here with birthdays and anniversaries as well for free nightly. From there, a few funeral service announcements to pass along this evening. First, a reminder that services start tomorrow at 1 for 84-year-old Dora Mae Smith Minix of Sayersville, survived by her 6 sons, Samuel Joseph, Matthew Allen, Gregory Lee, Adam Curtis, Jamie Dwight, and Chadwick Neal Minix. Her daughters Lydia Colvin, Rebecca Jo Boland, and Tina Prater, as well as daughters-in-law, Leatrice Minix, Regina Minix, 3 sisters, and a number of family, including 26 grandkids and 37 great-grandkids. Again, services tomorrow at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. And services for Big Al Jordan, Albert Jordan, age 80 of Sayersville, passed away Wednesday, will start Saturday at 1. Big Al is survived by his 2 daughters, Tammy Jordan and Valerie Jordan, his brothers Roger, Lee, and Jerry, as well as Rick, and his sisters Ruthie Jordan Marshall and Kathy Sue Jordan, a special niece Marianne Ward, and a special friend Linda. Albert is preceded in death by his wife Janice, an infant baby girl, Patricia Ann Jordan, and 1 brother, Alvin Pete. He also served as a Sayersville City Police Chief for a number of years. Services start Saturday at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation is Friday evening. Services for David Nelson Prater start Sunday at 2. Prater passed away on September the 17th. A memorial service and celebration has been set for this Sunday at 2 o'clock. He was preceded in death by his parents, Donna Prater Jr. and Laura Eleanor Arnott, as well as his sister Donna Reddy, his brother Doug Prater, and his aunt Emma Hughes, his uncle Flint Arnott, and a host of nieces and nephews also survive. And lastly tonight, Kimberly M. Ross Lutz, 62, of Circleville, Ohio, formerly of Sagersville, passed away on Tuesday the 21st, preceded in death by her mother, Clara Jean Pitts Ross. She's survived by her brother Jeff Ross of Hooper, Nebraska, and her father, James Ross. Kimberly requested no services to be held.
I love working in the coal mines, even though it was hard work. But if you suspect you have black lung, you can't work anymore. You'll find out that filing for benefits is hard too. I had friends who give up after years of trying. If it hadn't been for Big Sandy Healthcare, I wouldn't even try myself. If you think you have black lung, call Big Sandy Healthcare and get the help you deserve.
Don't let the colors and shades and styles of the season escape. New must-see arrivals are at the Seasonal Shop. Already famous for their most cozy of home decor, and now for ladies' fashions too. Business, casual, a night out, they have you taken care of. And when it comes to a night in, the shop has gone all in on their sleepwear selections that are even more comfortable than they are already classic. And don't forget bridal and baby registry at the shop, the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Sagersville National. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651. As cold and flu season approaches, there's another respiratory illness you should watch for: pneumonia. Like the flu, pneumonia can cause serious health risks and be life-threatening. If you have any questions about how to keep yourself and your loved ones safe and healthy, need over-the-counter relief for any symptoms, or want to keep your immune system at its best, stop by Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville. The Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is one of Magoffin County's largest employers, obviously, but it's also a facility that has offered care to our community and families for decades, whether it's short-term rehabilitation for anyone of any age or long-term rehabilitation or health care. It is a vital and important part of this community, which has seen struggles over the years with flooding. This program has been here, of course, since November of 1998, and there's been on more than one occasion that I've had to document the serious and severe flooding and often evacuations of the facility, which is unbelievably stressful for sure and certain for the residents and for the staff and for all of those who try to come to their aid. And today, a crowd of local representatives, government officials, and others joined the company for a groundbreaking ceremony next to North McGoffin Elementary, where a new facility will start construction early this spring. One that will be striking in its appearance and in its function.
This could not have been possible without the Honorable Judge Matt Wireman. I thank you very much for being here and for taking care of all this and really being a tremendous partner here together with us in getting this project done. Although this is just, it may seem like a first step, but there was a lot of work getting to this point and there's a lot of work yet to come. But we're very, very excited to be here, to be at this critical juncture. And we thank the union representatives who are out here today, as well as all the court officers who are here, and the representatives from the sheriff's office. Also very special, we have in attendance here some employees from Salyersville Nursing Home and Center. I'd like to say we have Dan Stockdale here, together with Benita Dickinson, our administrator, and we have Dan Gullard right here, also here, our administrator in training. We're very, thankful for everyone being here and getting us up to this point where we are today. I would like to turn over the mic to the judge, the mic here to the judge. He'll say a few words for us, and then afterwards we're going to have some representatives come up and do the ceremonial groundbreaking first digging on this site, which will be the future home of the facility.
It's a proud and long-awaited day here in McGoffin County. Since I took office in 2019, we've worked closely with the ownership of the nursing home to bring this moment to life here today. And today we break ground on a new facility that reflects years of planning, collaboration, and a shared commitment to doing the right thing for our people. This new center here on US 460 is not just a construction project. This is a promise fulfilled that we would make life better for our citizens. When the waters have rose over the past years, and we've had to move folks out and into the gymnasium, I've saw the faces of those residents and just how troubling that is. And those are our family, our friends, and our neighbors. This will people will want to be here after seeing the renditions of this facility. I've seen firsthand just how hard it is to move somebody out of their home temporarily. And even for the temporary rehabilitation that our family members and our friends have, this will be such an inviting place and a lot less congested, and it'll just be such a better place for them. And I can't say enough about the ownership for all that they've done and how they've worked with us as a local government. This new facility is being built on a higher ground, and it's going to be a modern layout, a beautiful layout. And it's going to be a place where families can visit and not going to have to worry about whether or not it's going to rain. And that right there in itself is something that I don't think that we've known in my lifetime. I want to thank the owners and the staff and the family and everybody for continuing to work together to make this happen today. This is a milestone for McGoffin County, and it's a symbol of what we can do when we work together. And it's one of those things where persistence pays off. Thank you all.
Good afternoon and welcome, and thank you everyone for coming. I'm Marian Hayden. I work with the facility with Salyersville, and as Judge Wireman noted, what has occurred with those residents and the staff and the families at its current location has been so difficult and so hard to watch, and it's really a testament both to the owners for the investment but also to this community. Everyone here today has had a significant role in enabling this, and when the residents at the current facility have had a hardship, I can tell you that the city of Salyersville, the county of McGoffin have come together to support the residents and the families to relocating them safely, and this is just a continuation of that commitment, of that love, of that willingness to band together to do what is right for the residents and the employees and the families. We want to thank everyone for their support in making this possible. The judge and all of his staff's beautiful location is going to be an amazing building, and we want to work together and continue being partners with economic development and quality of care and everything else moving forward. So thank you all so much for being here, and we are here to take questions and support and be part of the community and continuing to be. So thank you very much.
And this is what the new, more than $25 million Salyersville Nursing and Rehabilitation Facility is going to look like, and it will be just as functional as it will be attractive and inviting. And I can tell you, obviously, they didn't have to build this in McGoffin County. With the flooding struggles that they have endured over the years, I think there was no other solution but to move or rebuild, and they could have taken this anywhere. We could have lost this facility and this service quite easily. But I can tell you, after meeting all of these individuals today and spending considerable time with them, with certainty, that it wasn't just the care and concern for their patients that kept them here, but as well, they tell me it was the support and welcoming by this community as a whole that they also valued so highly.
McGoffin County is underserved in the elderly care, and that's something we were committed to staying within the county. It's really been a pleasure working with the people here, whether it's the the fire, life and safety management, the local Judge Wireman. It's really been easy and nice relationships working with everybody. When we had the original evacuation, not the original, but when we were here in 2018, we had to evacuate the residents shortly afterwards. To see the community and the people came out, the volunteers, and people got their own pickup trucks, and they took oxygen tanks, and they went ahead and they took oxygen concentrators, medication for the residents, and just to see how everyone was so involved within the process and volunteered their time under very trying circumstances. People volunteered for us, lost their houses. Houses got flooded and taken away. And to see the community to come out, there's no question, of course, we're going to stay here. And we're looking to invest. This project is going to be well over $25 million. And we're proud of that, and we're happy with the commitment here.
1, 2, 3.
Awesome. They as well tell me that they plan on breaking ground on this new state-of-the-art, more than $25 million facility as early next spring as possible. And they hope to have it serving our community just as soon as possible thereafter. And I wish to thank them for their investment and consideration and the care for our people. All right, let's wrap it up with your forecast. 33 degrees is where we started off this morning, which, we get nice tomorrow. I think if you saw some frost today, a lot of us did. It's going to be a little more widespread tomorrow. We'll probably be in the upper 20s before dawn, and a little thereafter. 28 degrees is where we're expected tonight. Frost, clear skies for the rest of your Thursday, and that will take us into Friday. It's finally Friday. Frost in the AM of the widespread variety until about 10 in the morning. Otherwise, sunny, and we'll push 60 degrees for tomorrow. Not all that bad. We hit 66 in downtown Sayersville today, so we're always beating estimates, I think, by a few degrees for the most part, and I hope we do that for the next few. That extra few degrees over 60 really means a lot. Partly cloudy skies tomorrow night. Saturday, 61 or a little better. Frost at the start, but not at the end. We should stay just above the frost, at least widespread at 36. So mostly cloudy skies Saturday night, and a pretty nice Saturday in store. For your Sunday, another 61-degree day. Not as much sunshine, so we might actually be closer to that 61 with mostly cloudy skies and a 50% chance of showers for the latter half of your weekend. Now, you'll also notice that nighttime lows perk up a little bit, and we're out of the 30s Sunday night, and we should be pretty much in the mid-40s, which is certainly a better way to start and easier on the heating bills. Starting off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, look at that. Those are not typos, misprints, or wanted. 50s consecutively, 56, mostly cloudy, 40% chance of showers on your Monday. Good news is nighttime lows are out of the freezing mark, but we're not going to see much warmth during the day. 59, maybe 60 on your Tuesday, partly sunny, a 40% chance of showers. Wednesday, 57, 38, partly sunny, a 50% chance. Thursday, 54 degrees and 36 with a chance of showers and some sun. That will wrap it up for tonight. Hope to see you back here tomorrow, wrapping up this week. Thank you for watching.